Musa, the terrorist commander of the Nigerian military, is not talking anymore. He's not complaining about the massacre that is going on in Biafra land at the back of Mazi Simon Ebanjoko. Over the years, over the months and years, Musa has been complaining, calling the name of Mazi Simon Ekpa, calling him all sorts of names, including calling him a terrorist. And today, Mazi Simon Ekpa is behind bars in Finland, and as I'm speaking to you, we have lost 9 souls today just in a twinkling of an eye. 9 Biafrans, innocent Biafrans, were murdered and their lives wasted, just like that, by the Fulani terrorists and the Bubago. This thing happened in a place called Aronog. So I'll be showing you all these things as we proceed. We are going to bring them to your notice, and we will show you how it happened. And after that, I will equally send message to one of the those recruited agents who have been carrying, my name up and down on the social media for the past 2 weeks. So we're going to send message to one of them, just one, and others can proceed and do whatever they like, no problem. But we're going to send message to one of them, and we're going to give him ultimatum. One of the idiots who have been carrying my name up and down all this while. We're going to send message to one of them, and I will show you the reason why. We're going to send that message to him and give him an ultimatum. Failure to meet up with the ultimatum, yani fanano. Obo mwakana emelo abumonye nkama abumonye nkozo. Obo for me. Number one thing is that nakamodi ocha anything and anything against you, as long as you have come against me, anything I do against you will affect you, because I come Dutch and I did not come for you. Now, let us proceed. So everybody should pay very, very close attention. A lot of things are going on, and it is very, very important that people know that these things happening in Biafra land today is happening while Simon Ekpa, they called all sorts of names, is not available. Simon Ekpa, they called criminal, they called him terrorist, they called him Nigerian agent, they called him all sorts of names, is not here. So those who are doing all those things, they are now, they are now, I don't know where they are hiding their faces, whether they are, whether they are hiding under the wrapper of their wives, or they are hiding in their wife's kitchen, or they have maybe they have buried themselves. I don't know. So they should come out and tell us. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not here, and these things are happening. Mazi Simon Ekpa is not here, and these things are happening as well. So they should come out and tell us who are those who are doing it. Is it Simon Ekpa? Is it Nnamdi Kanu? Do you still want to hold him in captive, or do you want to release him and let him go? So we are going to begin with the message from one of the BLA commanders, Commander Gentle the Yahoo, who has sent a very important message to those who are, of course, fanning terrorists and bringing them into our land. So one of the Biafra Liberation Army commanders, Commander Gentle the Yahoo, has a message for, of course, for one of them. So let us pay attention to him, and after that, we will take it from there. Because MLFM made the other time. Fanapu. Gentle said na since ifaji we na kpu n'izu ga-ajụ oyi. I want you to understand something there. N'izu ga-ajụ oyi. What does that tell you? That means no gizu ogu dioko, no bu these people melojuwe dioko. No bu the criminals in Ebubago, Okisofaya, and his criminal gangsters are those making Izogo hot and inhabitable for those inhabitants in that very area. Now, let us continue and listen to him. In Igbo land, now ask them, what security are you funding? Not only in Izogo, we are going to extend it to Olu and other parts of Igbo land, including Anambra. The security they are funding, I'm going to play you some voices, which a lot of things will be explained in that voice note. So, the security they are funding is funding a Bubago and Nigerian army and police, including DSS, that are terrorizing Biafrans. Security, this so-called security they say they are funding, is nothing else other than to use them against the Biafra Liberation Army. I want us to understand something here. Biafra Liberation Army has never for one day, or was not formed to use it against innocent Biafrans. BLA was formed to use it to fight for the freedom of Biafra and above all, protect the land of Biafra. That is what BLA, was formed for. Not to, terrorize innocent Biafrans. Now, Fulani mounted pressure on these so-called political leaders in the East, especially the governors and House of Representatives in Igbo land, serving Nigeria. They mounted pressure on them, including the political Igwes, the local chiefs and kings. And now they brought out money. You are going to hear one of them. When I start playing those voices, you are going to hear one of them who said that the money they are using to sponsor the security, so-called security, which is a bubago, and bringing the army, is not from the federal government. They said it, that they were very specific, even though they didn't know that they have exposed themselves. They said that this money they are using to fund security is not from the government, that it is from individuals. So individuals brought out money to do what? To fund those who are going against or going to fight those who are fighting for their freedom. Not to fight for the citizens, for the indigenes of their local areas, their respective areas, but to fight those who are fighting for their freedom. Now, that is the reason why Soludo can stand authoritatively and claim or declare that those who are kidnapping people and unaliving people in the East are Igbo people. He said that 99.99% of those that they have arrested are the Igbos, because the Fulanis are immune to arrest. The Fulani herdsmen are immune to arrest. They cannot be arrested. They have immunity. The Fulanis have immunity even in the north. They cannot arrest, if they cannot arrest them in the north, then how do you think they can arrest them in the east, whereby those who are in charge of security in the east are the puppets of the north? They are the puppets. Now, if they are puppets of the north, how then do you think they will muster courage to arrest, prosecute, or even, send these Fulani terrorists to judgment? How do you think such can happen? The former Akwa Ibom state governor said it openly that they arrested Fulani herdsmen terrorists, handed them over to the police, and order came from above, from Abuja, and they were released. 14 of them were released. And the same AK-47 assault rifle that they recovered from these terrorists were handed back to them. When he made this very, exposition, he was still he was still a sitting governor of Akwa Ibom State. I remember, even there in Akwa Ibom, they are not under the same pressure that the core Igbo governors are in. The core Igbo governors are much more under pressure than the riverine governors, because these core Igbo governors were put there for a single purpose, because they know that it is only Igbo, only the Igbo will be able to defeat Igbo. The Fulanis know, because they have fought this war before, they didn't win. Britain has to come in, all the Arab nations have to come in, America has to come in, even Russia, USSR back then have to come in, until they use hunger tactics against the Biafran people, mostly Igbo people, before we could be able to surrender. So they know what they saw in 3 years. So they know that it is only the Igbo can defeat Igbo. That is the reason why they chose carefully those who they put in power in order to use them against us. So when they say they are funding security, no, they are not funding anything. They are those who are going to fight against those who are fighting for their freedom. And who are they fighting? Those who are fighting for their freedom, who are they fighting? They are fighting the invaders, the Fulanis who are invading our land and unaliving our people at gunpoint, killing our people at gunpoint. They are those that the people who are fighting for their freedom are fighting against. But now they recruited these evil people and paid them a lot of money, gave them guns to go against those who are fighting for their freedom, and thereby allowing the invaders now, giving them free rule, giving them, as in allowing them to have field day in our land. That is our problem. Now, let us continue.
Any one of them,
did you hear him? Now, since Okiso Jua Moyi, on where Churoki so no Izog Jua they can. That means Okiso fire and his fellow, terrorists in Ebubagon were the people who have been terrorizing Izog. And now, do you know what they did? Maybe Okiso has told them that no, we don't have to continue this. Although Okiso is still a Bubago member, he's still a commander in Ebubago till today. As I'm talking to you now, he's still a Bubago commander in Aronog. But Omelo go down for now. Do you know what they did? They said, okay, they now went to 82 division. Obi is about 82 division. I think 82 division. They went to Obinze and brought in, as in core Fulani terrorists, recruited terrorists in the military. They brought them now into Izog. As they brought them since last week, Now we are going to see what has happened today. Let us continue.
Manana, I'm very much happy. Unwa wizogo undogo muondogo gentle. Idi meanwhile aga papua abula abuacha hacha. Laga papua ngono nwea. Anokwara mu nwe mukita. Unemekwele meeting na ibia dotre munda milobleti. Asekwa mu ne ewetrele ma milobleti. Otakwa na milobleti kama wike de kunu kechikwe na akwali ume. Kechikwe ni ike la nke ikpeazụ a. Na nke ikpeazụ a onye ọla kechikwe akwa ike. Onye bekwele. Maka na ọbịara igbu mgbu onwe ya abụọkwa ajọ ọgwụ. Let Biafrans hear my voice. Let Biafrans hear my voice. We are only fighting for our freedom and the freedom of our people. We are only defending the motherland for the enemies not to enter. Onye also kwayale use your DOS le use uni here. Onye will also kwayale use uni here through DSS. DOS to DSS. Onye ole use unu izog here. Hey, Jokwane Ogwa. Britain loro halu nwoke. Ogwa France loro halu nwoke. Ogwa all these Arabic nation, Arabic countries, Israel and Nigeria, Nigeria. Now, a plan man say it is only Igbo to Igbo that can conquer Igbo. There's no any tribe that can fight Igbo and win Igbos, except you that can fight Igbo and win Igbos, except you use Igbo to Igbo. And this is what is happening now. This time around, I want time Ochuku Lorogo Biafra. Oh, ala bago, la kwegu, ala zaru kwegu. I know the reason why you are go no kwa. And the yaga my last voice. Unuga went again. And next one only for me on net. But I can't go you na gwa no gentle le kwa. Ogo be equal tonke mad. Agoromogo landis og. Alrum wine landis og. Alrum nem landis og. I'm a man jewel kwa. Let the world hear this my voice. Let the people hear my voice. Makamboy Reggie. Makunu wa were army. Borame bottom no blade. Unuga no in another way around. And the tall unu chwane unu yanagide like that. Makanagwa mogagwa, naka yamagwa boko otu. Agwara muni agwa o. Kudonke nam de kwaro no dalokwa no rianna.
Now, I want you to remember that name, Obinetiti. Remember that name called Obinetiti, because we're going to revisit that name again. I want you to remember, I want us to Defense Force have been telling us, shouting and telling us that the not Fulani, that the governor Hope Uzodinma and some, politicians in Aronog, or should I say, let me just use the general word, Okigwe, have been having meeting. That they have been having meeting, and they know exactly what that meeting is all about. How many of you have seen videos from Makeup talking about these meetings and meetings and meetings in Okigwe? How many of you? Please let me know in the comment section. If you have ever seen a video from Makeup, one of the BLA official, talking about bringing in or having meetings in Okigwe, especially in Arondi's work, please let me know in the comment section, because he has been saying it for a very long time now. Now, I want to show you now the outcome, or should I say, the outcome of that very meeting that they have been having with politicians in Arondi Zog and some other parts of Okigwe is what is happening today. The result is what is going on today. The result now. Umuibo. There is a video that is making round. It's not on social media because such video cannot make it on social media. They will pull it down immediately. 9 Igbos, 9 Igbo young able-bodied men and some few mothers were massacred late last night. 9 Biafrans, 9 Igbo Biafrans were mauled. Remember that name Gento was mentioning. My people, 9 able-bodied Igbos were mauled to death in different locations, not one place, in different locations, but mostly along the main road in Arondi Zog late last night. If you haven't seen that video after this very broadcast, just send me a message. Just say, please send me the video. I will send it to you. It may not be immediately, but I will definitely send you the video. 9 Igbos. Although the Nigerian newspaper is telling you 7, but they were 9 because we have the video. We have the video. So now, this is where I need the attention of Finnish authority. This is where I need their attention. And I want us to know that these people invaded this community, shot people at sight, and they came in with motorcycle. Some things as we proceed. They came in with bike, motorcycle. And according to the eyewitness, they were 3 in number who came in with motorbike. Now my question which I want you to answer in the comment section is, who do we know, or who are the people that have, I don't want you to answer this because you're a Biafran or because you are Igbo. No, just be sincere, be neutral. Now you are, it's not about where you come from, but I want you to be neutral. In Nigeria today, who do we know, or who have the characteristics of moving about fully armed to the teeth, but they travel with motorcycle? I want you to respond in the comment section, because those in authority, I want them to see also in the comment section. Those in authority in Finland, I want them to see what we are passing through and the truth in the comment section. Who do we know that are armed to the teeth with AK-47 assault rifles, and they go about with motorcycle shooting at people, innocent people in the entire Nigeria? You know that do that. It can only be Fulani. I want people to see it in the comment section. It can only be Fulani. Only Fulani, no one else. We have not seen where Biafra Liberation Army people are going out for their evangelism or to confront the enemies, and they travel with motorbike. We have not seen that before. We never, I'm saying based on my own experience, I've never seen anything like that before. Biafra Liberation Army traveling on motorbike. I've never, since I joined the struggle, even before the formation of ESN, I've never seen anything like that. Because they are people's army, and they cannot be traveling or going about their business with motorbike. It's not possible. Now, they invaded the area with 3 motorbikes, shot sporadically, and unalive innocent people. Innocent Igbo Biafrans. Some of them are in their homes, while some of them were still in their shop trying to close, because this thing happened around 8 p.m. in the evening time. Now, let us first of all read from Nigeria news, and then we will analyze it. This is from, of course, from Sahara Reporters, which, of course, from Sahara Reporters, which other platforms like Vanguard and others have also reported the same incident. According to the article, they said, gunmen unalive over 7, okay, they say over 7, yes, over 7, because yes, they are over 7. Injured several others in Imo communities. Police blame IPOB/ESN. You see, this very reportage came out early today. Listen and listen very, very attentively. This very report from Sahara Reporters came out early today, maybe at around 11. The time is not written here, but it should be around 10 to 11 a.m. this morning. That is when they made this report. Why the incident itself happened around 8 p.m. in the evening. As I'm speaking to you now, the Nigerian police or army, none of them has been able to, or even the government, because we are talking about 9 citizens. Just a couple of months ago, 8 people were murdered in Austria, and the Australian government, the federal government in Austria, declared 6-day mourning for them. 6-day mourning. The Austrian government, sorry. Now, 9 people were all alive in cold blood in Imo. Even the state government has not issued any statement about this. Not to talk of federal government, because federal government don't give. Even 9 people dying in Nigeria is just like a normal thing, because that one doesn't. Nigeria is a death trap where no less than 300 people die on a daily basis. It's a death trap. So when 9 people die, that one is normal. It's just it's a normal thing. It's not a problem. So you don't expect politicians to talk about it. They are just 9. Moreover, they are poor people. They are not rich people, so it doesn't concern the politicians. But when one rich man dies, you hear them sending condolences, you hear them talking, people will talk, governors will talk, senators will talk, they will be sending condolences. But people who are going about their innocent and legitimate businesses in their villages have been murdered in cold blood in Igbo land. In Igbo land, and nobody in the government is talking about it. No politician is talking about Ohaneze Ndioshi. Ohaneze Ndioshi. Till now, this is now complete 1 day. Ohaneze Ndioshi are yet to issue an official statement. Not just condemning, because you can't be condemning every time. At least somebody has to go to the scene of event to get first-class information and condole with the families affected. Condole with the affected families. But lo and behold, none of these criminals is seen or even, talking about the latest development in Aronog. I told us that the reason why the zoo is doing what they are doing is to gather our men, suffocate them. They want to suffocate the BLA, make sure that they are limited to a certain spot where they are, so that Fulanis will be able to invade our land and take it over. I've told you this several times. I use unkwe kosisi ya mporo where muni oku where sonye no ewi. These are things you should be remembering. Where sonye no ewi na afu de we gachelia no pi kedi oko pi kana boya o mpio gazie na mpio gachelia anwura fugidie from the men on no si apo o fugidie no anwa fugidie anya fuwa yo fu osizie na mpio ye we mapa awure ya na elu. This is exactly what is going on, and I have a video which I'm going to show you tomorrow for my recorded broadcast. I will show you a certain video of what is going on in Osu. When we told you what Allen Onyema is doing in Osu, that was not a joke. When I made the first recorded broadcast I made today, I saw somebody went to the comment section and said, you are rumor monger. Rumor monger. They called me rumor monger. They called me rumor monger. When I am showing you the names of innocent Igbos, 120 Igbo people that have been mapped out for elimination by Hope Uzodinma and Wale War, the Edubago commander in Olu. Wale War from Umuhu Okabe. This man with his co-criminals have mapped out, I'm going to play his voice later in this very broadcast. They have mapped out 120 Igbo youths from Olu for elimination. And I released that very news, shouting on top of my voice. Somebody who called himself, him or herself, whatever, Igbo person or a Biafran, went to my comment section to say, you a rumor monger. You think we are here for jokes. Then another news I released, someone said, this man always bring bad news. So you want me to come and lie to you for you to be happy? You want me to camouflage when I'm bringing to your notice of what is going on in our land?